Sir, good morning, sir. Sir, good morning, sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग गुड मॉर्निंग।
Sir, this is from JNTUA Anantapur, sir.
हाँ ठीक है ठीक।
Right, sir.
I welcome Professor Anil D. Sahasrabuddhe, Chairman AICTE. Welcome, sir.
नमस्कार नमस्कार।
Dear invitees, please note that the convocation is very formal academic ceremony, so please switch off your mobile phones and maintain decency and decorum.
Please do remain seated during the convocation till the proceedings are over.
Avoid taking photographs or recording videos during convocation till the proceedings are over. However, you can take the photographs after completion of the convocation.
The candidates can obtain their photograph of holding their degree from the University Photographer, Raju Photo Studio, Saptagiri Circle, Anantapur.
Audience are requested to stand at their respective places, facing the dais when the academic procession is entering and leaving the convocation hall.
All the candidates, when asked to stand, shall stand in their places and remain standing until the Chancellor admits them with the degrees.
Only the candidates for the doctoral degree and gold medalists shall walk onto the dais as the names are being called. Bow to the Honorable Minister for Education, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Adimulap Suresh Garu, receive the degree and return back to their respective seats.
Students as well as the audience are requested to stand at their respective places and face the dais when the academic procession is entering the convocation hall.
My dear invitees, please do remain seated during convocation till the proceedings are over. Switch off your mobile phones during convocation.
Avoiding taking photographs or recording videos during the convocation till the proceedings are over. However, you can take the photographs after completion of the convocation.
Audience are requested to stand at their respective places facing the dais when the academic procession is entering and leaving the convocation hall.
Please maintain physical distancing.
In presence of the Honorable Chancellor, only 10 PhD degrees and 10 gold medals will be presented. After Honorable Governor logouts, the remaining PhD degrees and gold medals will be presented in the auditorium. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all. Today's convocation ceremony is a much awaited event in every student's life through Technological University Anantapur, as it is conducting its 11th convocation. It gives us immense pleasure to welcome you all to this auspicious occasion.
We extend a warm welcome especially to the graduating students on behalf of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University Anantapur. On the occasion of this convocation, I request to follow the instructions to maintain decency and decorum.
The convocation academic procession starts by 11:22 a.m. as a band is being played. Please do remain seated during convocation till the proceedings are over.
The invitees are requested to stand when the academic procession is entering the convocation hall and keep standing until they take their seats on the dais.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you to please stand as the academic procession is about to enter the hall. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you to please stand as the academic procession is about to enter the hall. Ladies and gentlemen, I request you to please stand as the academic procession is about to enter the hall. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may please be seated. All the EC members who have joined virtually, please switch on your videos, sir. I repeat, all the Executive Council members who have joined the convocation virtually, kindly switch on your videos, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting for Honorable Chancellor and Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Vishwabhushan Harichan ji, to log in. Kindly wait until sir logins. I welcome chief guest of today's convocation, Professor Anil Sahasrabuddhe sir, AICT chairman. Welcome sir. Welcome all members of Executive Council. We are waiting for the Honorable Chancellor to log in. We welcome all the dignitaries who have joined us for today's convocation. It's 11th convocation of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur, which is a much awaited event in every student's life.
In the presence of Honorable Chancellor, only 10 PhD degrees and 10 gold medals will be presented after Honorable Governor logouts. The remaining PhD degrees and gold medals will be presented in the auditorium.
Please switch off your mobile phones. Once again, we welcome all the dignitaries who have joined us today for this convocation, as it is the 11th convocation of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur, which is a much awaited event in every student's life. We are just waiting for the Honorable Chancellor to log in. As soon as the Honorable Chancellor logins, we'll start. Avoid taking photographs or recording video during convocation till the proceedings are over. However, you can take the photographs after completion of the convocation. In presence of the Honorable Chancellor, only 10 PhD degrees and 10 gold medals will be presented. After Honorable Governor logouts, the remaining PhD degrees and gold medals will be presented in the auditorium. Honorable Chancellor and Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Vishwabhushan Harichandji will log in now. As a mark of respect, I request all the members in the auditorium to kindly stand and remain standing until the national anthem has been played. And we welcome Honorable Chancellor and Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Vishwabhushan Harichandji, for this 11th convocation of JNTUA. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Now, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor G. Rangajanardana Garu shall seek the permission of the Chancellor to commence the proceedings of the convocation.
Do I have the permission of the Chancellor to commence proceedings of the convocation?
Permitted.
I declare the convocation open. The 11th convocation of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur, has been called to confer the honoris causa degree of Doctor of Science upon Professor Y. Venkatram Reddy Garu, and also to confer the degrees upon the candidates who have been certified worthy of these degrees by the Executive Council. Let the candidates be presented.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor G. Rangajanardana shall present Professor Y. Venkatram Reddy Garu, former member UPSC New Delhi, for honorary degree of this university.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present to you Professor Y. Venkatram Reddy Garu.
I request Professor Y. Venkatram Reddy Garu to kindly stand. Professor S.V. Satyanarayana will present the citation with regard to the achievements of Professor Y. Venkatram Reddy Garu.
Inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more. You are a leader, said John Quincy Adams. Professor Y. Venkatram Reddy is an epitome of a leader in a true sense. Born in an agriculture family in a small village of Kamalapuram in Anantapur district on 16 February 1949. Professor Y. Venkatramreddy rose to the level of UPSC member from his humble beginning as a lecturer in the JNTU College of Engineering, Anantapur. He obtained BTech in Electrical Engineering from Government Engineering College, Anantapur, MTech in Control System Engineering from PHG College of Technology, Coimbatore, and PhD in Electronics and Communication Engineering from IISc Bangalore. Professor Venkatramreddy is a great teacher and is still fondly remembered by his students for his excellent teaching skills. He has guided 9 PhD scholars and has published several papers in national and international journals. He served his alma mater in various administrative positions like a Vice Chancellor, Principal, and later on become the Vice Chancellor of his parent university. When Professor Y. Venkatramreddy took over the reins of erstwhile unified JNTUA Hyderabad, the university was functioning from an administrative building at Masab Tank in Hyderabad. The College of Engineering at Hyderabad was a lone building in a vast jungle like a campus in a Kokatpalli. Professor Venkatramreddy has taken the decision to shift the administrative block from Masab Tank to Kokatpalli campus with a great vision of developing the JNTU. He took up the infrastructure development on a massive scale, resulting in new buildings for each department. At the same time, the campuses at Anantapur and Kakinada have also witnessed major infrastructure developments. He left an indelible mark of his own in the development and the transformation of JNTU University. The Professor Y. Venkatramreddy, appointed as the chairman of APPSC, he introduced total computerization of the entire recruitment process, right from the application stage to the result declaration. His tenure as a chairman APPSC will be remembered forever in the history of APPSC. After completing his term as a chairman APPSC, Professor Y. Venkatramreddy was appointed as a member of UPSC New Delhi. Professor Y. Venkatramreddy has contributed in policy making by being an important member of various academic and administrative bodies. To cite a few, he was a member, Academic Council of Cochin University of Science and Technology, member Governing Council of IIIT Hyderabad, Board of Governors of MNIT Jaipur, REC Calicut, member Governing Board of Implemented Center UGC, Chairman High Power Committee appointed by Government of Andhra Pradesh to select societies to establish new engineering colleges, Chairman of many search committees for selection of the Vice Chancellor, member of selection committees and board of studies of various universities. He visited many foreign countries to study the functioning of universities in those countries. The list itself speaks about his exposure and knowledge of the international education policies. Professor Venkatramreddy has received many prestigious awards, and to name few, Bharat Ratna Sir Mokshagunda Visvesvaraya Award by Institution of Engineers, Best Teacher Award by the State Government of Andhra Pradesh, prestigious Key to the City Award from the Mayor of Jackson City, USA, Outstanding Alumni Award from the PHG College of Technology, Coimbatore. Apart from this, Professor Y. Venkatramreddy is a great philanthropist. He was passionate to do something for the people of this district, and he established the first super specialty hospital in Anantapur by name Savera Institute of Medical Sciences. In spite of so many distinctions, his down to earth nature is exemplary. He still pursues the agriculture activity of his family and is proud of that. In this 11th convocation of JNTUA, the university feels honored to confer honoris causa degree on Professor Y. Venkatramreddy, the distinguished alumni of this prestigious institution. Thank you.
The Vice Chancellor will request Honorable Chancellor to admit honoris causa degree of Doctor of Science of JNTU University, Anantapur to Professor Y. Venkatramreddy Garu.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I pray that he may be admitted to the honoris causa degree of Doctor of Science of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of the University, I admit you to the honoris causa degree of Doctor of Science on account of your eminence and attainment.
I request the Vice Chancellor on behalf of Honorable Chancellor to present honoris causa degree of Doctor of Science of JNTU University, Anantapur to Professor Y. Venkatramreddy Garu. Professor G. Rangajanardana, Vice Chancellor of JNTUA University, shall present brief report on the development activities of the university.
Namaste. Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh and Chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur, Sri Bishwabhushan Harichandanji, the eminent distinguished chief guest of the convocation, Professor Anil D. Sahasrabudheji, Chairman, AICT New Delhi, Honorable Minister for Education, Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Adimulapu Suresh Garu, and the recipient of honoris causa, Professor Y. Venkatram Reddy Garu, former member UPSC New Delhi, members of the Executive Council, university officials, directors, principals of constituent colleges and affiliated colleges, invited guests, faculty members, non-teaching staff, graduating students, recipients of degrees, gold medal awardees, parents, members of media, and other invitees present here at the 11th convocation, and those joining us from various parts of the world through the webcast of the function. Good morning. It is indeed an honor to welcome you all to the auspicious occasion of the 11th convocation of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur. JNTUA has emerged as a symbol for quality technical education and is standing as a beacon of technological education in this region. The university has made a consistent progress every year towards the expansion of new horizons in terms of infrastructure, collaborations, and other activities in relation to the emerging areas. University gold medals are being awarded to 69 candidates who have achieved academic excellence in various disciplines. For the year 2018-19 and 2019-20, a total of 16,856 degrees are being awarded in this convocation. Among these, 15,233 are undergraduate, 1,413 postgraduate, 7 Doctor of Pharmacy, 203 PhD degrees are being awarded in this convocation. On behalf of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur, I offer my heartiest congratulations to the recipient of gold medals, the graduating students, and their proud parents. The university jurisdiction spans over 5 districts of Andhra Pradesh, that is Anantapuram, Chittoor, YSR Kadapa, Kurnool, SPSR Nellore districts. It has 6 constituent units comprising 3 engineering colleges, 1 pharmaceutical institute, 1 management school, and 1 school of advanced studies. In addition, the university serves 154 affiliated colleges, of which 89 engineering colleges, 35 pharmacy colleges, 28 are standalone MBA, MCA colleges, and 2 are integrated campuses. Among engineering colleges, 23 institutions have been granted autonomous status. 56 institutions have been recognized under 2F and 12B status of UGC. 32 institutions are accredited by NAC, and various programs offered by 24 institutions are accredited by NBA. Among 35 pharmacy colleges, 2 institutions got an autonomous status. The university is offering BTech courses in 22 branches of engineering, besides B.Pharmacy and Pharma D courses under UG programs. It also offers 72 specializations in PG programs, which includes 51 MTech, 12 M.Pharmacy, 2 MSc, 6 MBA, MCA, and Pharma D PB courses. Research programs in 14 disciplines in the faculties of engineering, science, pharmacy, management, and humanities are also offered by the university. I am immensely pleased to put forth in brief on the activities and achievements of the university since the last convocation. The state government of Andhra Pradesh in first phase has identified Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapuram for transformation into multi-discipline education and research university, Meru. In line with the National Education Policy 2020, the university has prepared and submitted draft proposal on the same. Establishment of e-classrooms is initiated, and e-content for all UG programs shall be developed. The university is identified as nodal center by AICTE for technical book writing in Telugu, the regional language. The university is listed in international rankings by the Times Higher Education, QS, BRICS ranking, as well as Asian ranking of universities. MSME sanctioned an amount of rupees 98.96 lakhs for the establishment of Intellectual Property Rights Facilitation Center for MSME at JNTUA campus. JNTUA has been entrusted the responsibility of conducting the state-level examination of APE set on behalf of Andhra Pradesh State Council of Higher Education since 2015. To encourage quality research, the university has established research centers in affiliated colleges. The university is permitted to offer fellowship programs under AICTE doctoral fellowship scheme from this year. And under this program, full-time PhD scholars are admitted in different engineering disciplines. Faculty members of constituent and affiliated institutions have made a very good contribution in terms of generating resources for research by securing sponsored research projects from various funding agencies like UGC, AICTE, DST, BRNS, ISRO, etc. The faculty members and research scholars of the university have published around 1,500 research papers in peer-reviewed journals, and around 1,000 papers were presented in national and international seminars and conferences. Good number of research papers have been indexed in international databases like Scopus. Some of our faculty got the prestigious assignments. To name a few, Professor K. Hemachandra Reddy, appointed as Chairman, Andhra Pradesh State Council of Higher Education. Professor K.B. Chandrasekhar, Professor A. Ananda Rao are appointed as Vice Chancellors of Krishna University and Rayalaseema University respectively. I am happy and proud that many of the faculty of JNTUA have received many prestigious awards like Best Teacher Award from the Government of Andhra Pradesh, Best Scientist Awards from the technical bodies like APCOST, ISTE, and also published patents. Due to paucity of time, I am not reading out all their names, and I congratulate them on behalf of the university. The university has signed MOUs with various educational institutions, research labs, and industrial organizations, some of them being with AICTE under Technical Teachers Training Scheme, NIT Warangal, TCS, Siemens Center of Excellence, Dassault Systems, Electronic Systems Private Limited, etc. JNTUA has conducted second Technological Universities Vice Chancellor's Conclave with a theme Reinventing Excellence in Technical Education. The university has augmented its infrastructure facilities like integrated lecture hall complex, administrative block, gym, yoga and meditation hall, hostels, Siemens Center of Excellence, indoor stadium, etc. The university has 113 regular NSS units with 11,300 volunteers operating at constituent colleges and affiliated colleges. Our constituent college student, Mr. Naveen Kumar, and affiliated college faculty, Mr. G. Chintapullaya, got the President Award as Best NSS Volunteer and NSS Program Officer. Further, our NSS unit got 3 state-level NSS awards. Like all other academic bodies, the university is also facing a challenging task of imparting education by alternate means in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic, so as to ensure that the students do not lose academic year, and at the same time, the students and faculty are not put to the risk of COVID. The university has so far successfully faced this challenge. Before I wrap up, I would like to place on record our heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Governor and the Chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapuram, Shri Bishwabhushan Harichandanji, the distinguished guests, Professor Anil D. Sahadarbhujaji, Chairman AICTE, Honorable Minister for Education, Dr. Adimulapu Suresh Garu, the recipient of Honoris Causa, Professor Y. Venkatram Reddy Garu, former member UPSC, former Vice Chancellor of JNTU, as well as distinguished alumni of this institution for accepting the Honoris Causa degree. I profusely thank the members of Executive Council, university officials, directors, principals of constituent and affiliated colleges, teaching and non-teaching staff, students, print and electronic media, and the distinguished assemblies in this auditorium and who joined through web link for their august presence. Before concluding my report, I would draw the attention of all the students graduating today to the motive of our JNTUA as inscribed in its logo, Yoga Karmashu Kaushalam, meaning that Any act executed with skill is yoga. I appeal to all the students to apply this principle in whatever path you choose. I hope, as alumni, you will become a source of enviable pride and strength to our university. I wish you all a bright future. Thank you very much.
P.R. Bhanumurthy, Director Academic Audit, shall administer the oath. The candidates are requested to stand during the administering the oath.
Will the candidates for the degree of B.Tech, B.Pharmacy, M.Tech, M.Pharmacy, M.Sc, M.B.A., M.C.A., M.S., M.Phil, Form D, Form DPB, Ph.D. degree kindly stand?
The candidates are requested to stand during administering the oath.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, I present to you these candidates belonging to the degrees of B.Tech, B.Pharmacy, M.Tech, M.Pharmacy, M.Sc, M.B.A., M.C.A., M.S., M.Phil, M.Pharm, Form D, Form DPB, Ph.D., and pray that they may be admitted to the degree and necessary permission may be accorded for distribution of the degrees.
In the name and on behalf of the Executive Council of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur, I admit you all those names are listed in the convocation register to the degrees of B.Tech, B.Pharmacy, M.Tech, M.Pharmacy, M.Sc, M.B.A., M.C.A., M.S., M.Phil, Former D, Former DPB, Ph.D. And I charge you throughout your life to prove worthy of the degree. I also permit for distribution of the degrees.
The Honorable Governor of AP and Chancellor of the University has permitted the Minister for Education, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Adimulap Suresh Garu, to award degrees and gold medals on his behalf. Honorable Vice Chancellor shall request Dr. Adimulap Suresh Garu, Minister for Education, Government of AP, to award degrees and gold medals.
The candidates be seated. Professor C. Shobha Bindu, Director of Research and Development, shall present the candidates for the award of Doctor of Philosophy. The candidates shall walk onto the dais. Their names are called, both to the Honorable Minister for Education, Dr. Adimulap Suresh Garu, and receive the degrees from the Honorable Minister for Education on behalf of Chancellor and return to their seats.
T. Naresh Kumar, Civil Engineering. Syed Suraya, Electrical and Electronics Engineering. F. Anand Raju, Mechanical Engineering. E. Lakshmi Prasad, Electronics and Communications Engineering. Bharati Latte, Computer Science and Engineering. Venkatramaya G, Civil Engineering.
Jampu Srinivasulu, Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Y. Rameshwar Reddy, Mechanical Engineering. K.C. Kullayappa, Electronics and Communications Engineering. Chintakunta Shashikala, Computer Science and Engineering. Thank you.
Professor Shashidhar, Director of Evaluation, shall present the candidates entitled to receive university gold medals. The candidates shall walk onto the dais, bow to the Honorable Minister for Education, Dr. Adimulap Suresh Garu, and receive the gold medal and the certificate from Honorable Minister for Education on the behalf of the Chancellor, and then return to their seats.
University gold medalists for the academic year 2018-19. Kandula Dheeraj Kumar Reddy, Civil Engineering Department, Chaitanya Bharati Institute of Technology, Podduturu. Nagi Sravana Sandhya, Electrical and Electronics, Vishyodaya Engineering College, Kavali. Abdul Aziz, Mechanical Engineering, Pullaya College of Engineering and Technology, Kurnool. Sindhu, Electronics and Communication Engineering, Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Women, Tirupati. Kayamkani Ujma Nareen, Computer Science Engineering, Sri Sai Institute of Technology and Science, Raichoti. Nosina Fanindra Babu, Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, Narayan Engineering College, Nellore. Now the academic university gold medals for the academic year 2019-20. Muhammad Naseem, Electronics and Communication Engineering, Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Nellore. V. Ragasri, Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, Narayan Engineering College, Nellore. Chinnappa Reddy Gari Manasa, Information Technology, SV College of Engineering, Tirupati. Medindla Joshna, B Pharmacy, Balaji College of Pharmacy, Anantapur. Thank you.
Honorable Vice Chancellor shall request the guest of honor, Dr. Adimulap Suresh Garu, to deliver his address.
The guest of honor, Dr. Adimulap Suresh Garu, Minister for Education, deliver his address.
Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh and Chancellor of JNTU Anantapur, Sri Vishwabhushan Harichandanji, Chief Guest of JNTU Anantapur 11th Convocation, Professor Anil Dattatreya Sahasrabuddheji, Chairman AICT, both the dignitaries are joining us on virtual mode. So my respects to the Honorable Governor and my namaskar to the dignitaries there, and Honorary Kosa and my mentor Professor Y. Venkatram Reddy Ji, Vice Chancellor of the University Professor G. Rangajanardhan Garu, Registrar Professor M. Vijay Kumar Garu, members of the Executive Council, members of the Academic Senate, the faculty and staff, donors of endowment gold medals, recipients of degrees, gold medals, distinguished guests, press and print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen, my warm greetings to all of you. It gives me a great pleasure to be a special guest of honor of this solemn 11th convocation ceremony of JNTU Anantapur. It's a great honor and privilege for me, as this university is my alma mater, and I remember receiving my doctoral degree a few years back in a similar convocation from this university in 2010, like one of the recipients here, Ms. Shashikala, who has come and then taking a doctorate degree from me. It really gives me goosebumps and then reminiscence of those wonderful, glorious years for which actually I indebted to this alma mater and this great university and this great college, which has a lot of legacy. As Education Minister of the state of Andhra Pradesh, it is pertinent for me on this occasion to inform all of you regarding the various efforts and focus of the state government under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister Sri Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu, especially on improving the quality of higher education, more importantly the technical education in the state. As you all know that already in 2 years of our governance of ISR Congress Party under the dynamic leadership of our Chief Minister Sri Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu, we have taken a total paradigm shift. We have enacted a lot of laws. We have undertaken a lot of reforms, both institutional, infrastructural, functional, and least of all the administrative reforms, right from strengthening the grassroots of administration by empowering the local bodies in the form of Grama Sachivalayas to the Higher Education Planning Board and Higher Education Regulatory and Monitoring Commission. And we have come out with a lot of paradigm shifts. I'm sure the distinguished guests here and the students who have really accomplished a lot in their career would come to know when they enter into the real world, especially in Andhra Pradesh. Several welfare measures as well as reforms in higher education system were introduced by the state government in the recent past. In accordance with the promises made in the manifesto under Navaratnalu, during which our Honorable Chief Minister in his long march of Padayatra, Praja Sankalpa Yatra, which was undertaken almost for 3,648 kilometers, where he has seen the woes and the problems of all sections of the society. Thereby, he has come out with a solution called Navaratnas. As soon as the government has formed, we are proud to say that 90% of the accomplishments mentioned in the Navaratnalu have been fulfilled and have been dished out to the people of the state of Andhra Pradesh. For education, the state government is implementing two major schemes, namely Jagananna Vidya Divana and Jagananna Vasati Divana, with the sole aim of providing greater access to higher education for the poor and low income groups of the society. The philosophy of our Chief Minister is that no deserving student shall be deprived of the access to the higher education because of his poverty. Poverty should not be a barrier for education, and more particularly for higher education. And as you all know that time and again our Honorable Chief Minister draws strength and inspiration from the sayings of two great leaders. One is Nelson Mandela ji, and then another is from Dr. Baba Saheb B.R. Ambedkar ji, the founder of our Indian Constitution. As Nelson Mandela ji is very categorical and clearly gave the direction that if there is any powerful weapon, if one want to use it to change the world, it is education. And as Dr. Baba Saheb B.R. Ambedkar ji has said that the transformation of the society will be done only through education. That is the reason why in Andhra Pradesh education has been given more importance, both in terms of budget and also in terms of the attention. Nearly 16% of our budget, which is accounting to almost 3% of our GSDP, has been allocated to education sector for 2 consecutive years. And I am very happy to inform here that on 19th April 2021, our Honorable CM has released the first quarter of Jagananna Vidya Divana for the academic year 2021, amidst this great pandemic of COVID-19, when the whole economy and the whole academic schedule has been put to jeopardy because of this pandemic. Still, in Andhra Pradesh, we have realized the importance of continuing this economic support, because incentivizing the students, incentivizing the parents, and incentives given to all the stakeholders in the education ecosystem will go a long way in giving quality education. This is the dictum of our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu. In order to ensure the participation of the parents in monitoring the studies of their wards, this amount to all the eligible students is credited to the accounts of the mothers. Nowhere in the country such a unique scheme is being implemented. I was just interacting with some of the legislators and some of the management of the engineering colleges about the deposits given in the form of cash incentives through Vidya Divana. They said that it has been deposited in the accounts of mothers, but yet to come to the management. This is what actually the purpose of this scheme. Now the management have to literally search for those students, and literally the mothers also should visit the institutions and find out what are the infrastructures available, what are the manpower resources available there, where his child is being studied there, and when the amount is being given in full reimbursement, whether that amount is being fully utilized either by the child or by the management, is what actually this government wants the parents, the major stakeholders of the education ecosystem should know. And when it comes to the infrastructure, the structural infrastructure, the administrative infrastructure, Higher Education Planning Board is established, which aims at strengthening the relationship between the center and state institutions. There are a lot of central institutions in the state which are independent and islands of independence, and the expertise, the infrastructure, the knowledge which is available there in central universities which are manned by the Government of India are not being channelized, it are not being synergized for the development of higher education institutions in the state. Precisely for the same reason, we have created an education planning board to conduct joint programs on faculty development, skill development, etc. Government of Andhra Pradesh, we have also established a higher education regulatory commission to monitor and maintain the standards of higher education, regulation of fees, service conditions of the teachers, safeguard the interests of the students and related matters. To ensure uniformity and equity in technical education throughout the state, a common curriculum for all the universities that focus on skill development and employability is introduced through APSHI. The dictum here, which is the buzzword for the Government of Andhra Pradesh in higher education, is education should have equity, education should have affordability, education should have uniformity, and finally education should have accountability, and education should also have quality. These are the 5 parameters on which this government wants the higher education system to take shape in days to come. The curriculum is also restructured and redesigned with many innovative programs like mandatory internship and introduction of job-oriented optional courses and choice-based credit system. These are the new initiatives which the younger generations have to embark upon to compete themselves in the global scenario. The hybrid world, the personalized education system is what actually is the need of the hour, and the student has to develop his own personalized way of learning by networking of all the information available. And we also believe in empowerment of the students. The Higher Education Department has developed a web portal in collaboration with APCFSS to streamline and to integrate the affiliation process of the universities. This portal takes care of all the activities starting from the application, admission, evaluation, and then conducting of examinations, and all facets of the activities that are being done in the universities will be integrated in a seamless atmosphere. All other processes in between, like fact-finding, inspection reports, and related affiliation process is also available at one place, leading to accuracy, reliability, transparency, and finally, it is time-saving. As part of bringing in more quality and accountability in imparting education in universities, Government of Andhra Pradesh has taken up the rationalization process of teaching posts and their vacancies across universities. The Government of AP plans to recruit new faculty every year based on out of this rationalization process. We all know that novel coronavirus escalated into a global pandemic, spreading across the world and resulted in difficult decisions of shutting the doors, forcing an abrupt and nearly universal shift to distance learning that proved disruptive for teachers, students, and all stakeholders. However, India has proven its excellence in developing COVID-19 vaccine with existing technology and to overcome the difficulties in clinical trials of drugs and vaccines during the pandemic. Despite COVID-19 pandemic, JNTUA has conducted free online coaching classes for GATE and GPAT examinations as per the directions of the government, which helped a lot of students to secure seats in MTech and MPharma courses in the premier institutes. I really applaud and then congratulate the entire team under the leadership of the vice chancellors and the executive councils for doing this great job of making good use and then searching for an opportunity in times of crisis. As a part of national education policy of 2020, Government of Andhra Pradesh selected 5 universities in the state to transform them into multidisciplinary educational and research universities, and JNTUA is one among them. This provides an ample opportunity for the students to enrich their skills in multiple areas and help the state to increase the gross enrollment ratio, which at present is very low and almost below the national average in higher education. I congratulate all the students receiving the various degrees in this convocation and appeal to all of them is for their participation in the holistic development of the state. Ours is a young state after bifurcation. Lot of avenues and opportunities are there for the young budding technocrats. As I've been telling that there is no dearth for employment. Employment is available, but employability is the main problem. The degrees, what you carry and the number of books what you read is not the barometer for testing for your levels of education. The levels of education is not tested by the number of degrees what you receive. The levels of education is not tested by the number of books you receive. The levels of education is tested how much independent thinking you develop. The mindset what you carry by virtue of this education. Education should give you this scientific temper for all of you to think rationally, logically, value based in whichever field you go. You should do it with passion. Passion is priceless. So you are the future of the state as well as the country, and you shall be the torch bearers for a new knowledge society where there is abundant prosperity and well-being. The society will have great expectations from you in the task of nation building. Be proud of your alma mater, in which I am also part of that, and even the honoris causa, Professor Venkat Ramareddy garu, a man with a lot of virtues and a legend in his own field. And I really salute, sir, on this dais for the honoris causa which is being given in this august occasion in which I am also present here. And I am really humbled and I am honored to be present while conferring this honoris causa to you, sir. And the society will have great expectations from you in the task of nation building. Be proud of your alma mater and be grateful to your parents and teachers, and hope you will cherish the memories and friendships which you have developed in this college over your long stay here forever and ever. I thank once again the authorities of JNTUA for giving me this wonderful opportunity. It has been a pleasure being with you all today. It has been an honor to be among such accomplished individuals who are able to carve out a niche for themselves and who are going to be a brand by themselves when they enter into the world and then bring laurels and glory to this alma mater. Thank you, and all the best to all the accomplished individuals here. Thank you.
Honorable Vice Chancellor shall request Chief Guest cum Orator Professor Anil D. Sahasrabudhe, Chairman AICT, to deliver the address.
May the Chief Guest cum Orator Professor Anil D. Sahasrabudhe, Chairman AICT New Delhi, deliver the address.
Namaskar. Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh and Chancellor of JNTU, Anantapur, Sri Vishwabhushan Harichandanji, Honorable Minister for Education, Dr. Adimulapu Suresh Garu, Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor G. Rangajanardhan, Registrar of the JNTUA, Professor Vijay Kumar, the recipient of honoris causa DSc today, Professor Venkatrami Reddy Garu, Dr. Prem Chandra Reddy, Chairman APSCHE, he is also seen here, Deans, heads of the department, members of the Executive Council, as well as members of the Academic Council of JNTU Anantapur, faculty and staff of the university, graduating students of JNTU, all the award winners, the gold medalists who are there in the function, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to thank all of you for allowing me to participate in this particular 11th convocation of the university in an online mode. My tickets were booked. I was supposed to be the Minister, Dr. Adimulapu Suresh Garu, on the dais, but unfortunately the number of cases being absolutely increasing in Delhi, and at my home itself, my wife and son also got infected. So at this juncture, I thought to take off from the Vice Chancellor. I requested, and then I'm coming online. First of all, my congratulations to all the students who are graduating, master's degrees, PhD degrees, as well as I said, the recipient of the Doctor Honoris Causa, DSc also, and all of you who are here. The very fact that we are in the pandemic and not able to meet each other is itself a crisis. But we have to come across all of such kind of problems in life and then move ahead. I was looking at the history of JNTU itself. It's quite interesting. Started as a college of engineering way back in 1946, just before independence. And then in the Guindy College of Engineering, shifted to Anantapur in 1948 and became full-fledged university in 72. It has to its credits, several prominent alumni, and two of them, the minister himself spoke about the alumnus of this institution, Venkatrami Reddy also, and many others who have achieved excellence in their life and contributed effectively for the growth of the nation and the state. University also stands amongst the top 200 ranks in NIRF, is accredited by NBA, and I was looking at various achievements that the university has done. And in terms of whether it is research publications, whether it is research projects, and in terms of even NCC, NSS, the university has been quite active and doing pretty good things. AICT itself has had an MOU with JNTU Anantapur 2 years back, and it's also a center for doctoral fellowships for giving young students opportunity to do PhD in the university with AICT fellowship. We have also a MOU for teacher training, which is so significant. I was closely listening to Dr. Adimalapu Suresh Garu, the minister, and the state government, whether it is Dr. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu and earlier also, as far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned, I'm aware that it is a reformist state in education, in IT infrastructure. For a long time, it has been always propelling a lot of reforms and the scholarships to students who are not only in the state but go out, 60 and poor students, provision of good budgetary provision for education. These are all some of the things which many states have taken leap out of a young state like Andhra Pradesh. Our Honorable Prime Minister also keeps emphasizing all the time on the youth, the potential that the youth have. We all know Honorable Prime Minister always follows Swami Vivekananda. He had always said that, give me 100 motivated young men and women, we will transform this whole nation. I think that is the spirit. And Vivekananda was also Narendra, and this Prime Minister also happens to be Narendra, by the way. That is why we say education is a manifestation of perfection already in man. I think we should remember these words with Swamiji, that every human being, when he is born, is divine. He has some talent which is inherently there. We have to only unearth, we have to only take it out, and that is the role of the teachers. And that is what we as, whether it is AICT, whether it is the state government, whether it is the national government, whether it is the university, whether it is the college, we all have to strive hard in order to create that excellence amongst our youth and identify that. And the opportunities that exist in India are enormous. As in the last 7 years, if you look at various types of initiatives for transforming India into a digital India, a nation which is talking about Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, environment-friendly nation, renewable energy being, continuously being pumped in, solar energy of order of 1 gigawatt connectivity is being done, turnaround of cities and villages into smart villages and cities. Entrepreneurial ecosystem. We are the third largest entrepreneurial ecosystem and second largest technical education system in the world. So our youth have enormous opportunities. So opportunities galore, but how do we make use of them is very important. And in terms of the crisis, which we start reflecting even now and then, that the COVID-19 has really taught us several lessons. In the last 1.25 years, since the pandemic broke out, whether it is in terms of online education, maybe technical universities were well prepared. But what about arts, commerce, science colleges? What about schools? I think all the teachers in the country, they managed, adjusted, and we did not lose an academic year. Many advanced countries have lost 1 year, but we might have slipped by 3-4 months. But we have caught up with the education, whether it is online education, whether it is wherever possible online examinations, face-to-face examination, entrance exam, everything we continued despite all the crisis. and 2 of the vaccines which we have produced and not only supplying to our own countrymen, but also to nearly 100 odd countries in the world. I think this is the philosophy which India has always pursued. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam and Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu. So the government, with its all, whatever is possible, is doing. But the role of the citizens, role of the students, role of the faculty members is also very, very important in the perspective of the crisis through which we are going through. By the way, Government of India started MOOCs platform more than 3 years ago. It was in 2017. AICT developed the MOOC Swayam 1.0. More than 3,000 courses are there on the platform. Now Swayam 2.0 is being further developed by IIT Madras. And we all are aware of NPTEL as well as several courses which students can take both for taking as credit courses or as well as for learning themselves. I think that is the power of technology which we have been able to take care of. AICT on its part started off what is known as teacher certification program 3 years ago. Now it is in full-fledged online mode available through NITERS. These are 8 modules. And unless young faculty complete those 8 modules, go for 1 month of internship in industry, and then practice it for 1 full semester under the tutelage or guidance of a senior faculty of that college, the faculty will not become regular. The faculty will remain temporary ad hoc. So pedagogical aspects to the technological use aspects to how do you change the curriculum, all of that is embedded in this particular program. And this is what National New Education Policy talks about. It talks about empowering faculty. How do you do it? Mere getting degrees and certificates of that BTech, MTech, PhD is not good enough. How do you really handle classes? How do you really engage with students? How stakeholders' interests are taken care of both in the class and outside the class? How do you give excellent projects where students get interested in doing projects? It's not that copying from some source here and there and putting it in the form of a report, but how they will get invigorated. I think our AICT's Smart India hackathons, which we have been conducting for the last 4 years, is an example. In the classroom, many times students are not interested in sitting. In the laboratory, they keep moving around. But in the hackathon, which we are holding for the last 4 years, more than 10,000 students in 50 centers for 36 long hours. No student moves here and there. They are all gravitated. They are magnetically attracted towards working. How does it happen? That is happening because the challenging problem statement which is given, which they would like to solve for the nation, and the opportunity which they are getting. And that is what invigorates them. That is what motivates them. That's what inspires them. And that is why our whole pedagogical aspect have to be changed rather than only teaching them in the classroom, closeting them inside the 4 walls, how we engage them in doing work outside. And that is why AICT did make internship mandatory, that every student has to undergo minimum about 6 months of internship, whether it is 1 full semester or it may be 3 summer vacations. If you go out, then employability is not a question at all. Industry would have observed student when he does internship in his different facets, his activities, his culture, his ethos, and he will get job even before the placement. Placement cell need not do any job at all. He will get placed or she will get placed while doing internship. And this is why AICT has its own internship portal with about 2.5 lakh internships made available both from the government and the private sector. Students who are there in the cities may have access to some of the industries, but students who are in the remote areas who do not have access to industry, that college who have not got access, they can onboard onto the portal of AICT, and it is a matchmaking portal. The interest of the industry, interest of the students are going to be served. Our Honorable Minister was speaking about how personalized learning is becoming important. I think the National Educational Alliance for Technology portal of the AICT at a small cost allows you to have personalized learning in various types of emerging areas like AI, IoT, machine learning, deep learning, robotics, 3D printing, blockchain, augmented reality, virtual reality. All of this is so significant. And all of that you can learn at your own pace. Once you pay a small fee which is there, you will get it. But more interesting part which we have done from the ministry as well as AICT is, for every 4 students who buy the product, 1 seat is given free, which will be given to our brothers and sisters who are less capacity, that is low income, SC, ST, OBC, we will distribute these seats free. The ones who can afford will pay for it. The ones who cannot will get free. And during pandemic, all these companies have opened up all of these seats free, and as much as about nearly 200 plus crore worth of rupees, whatever we call these courses are given free of cost during the whole last year's pandemic. I'm sure please make use of them. Our Atal Academy also is empowering our teachers in terms of training faculty in all these emerging areas. And the new education policy, the mantra of our ancient mantra, in fact, right from inception of the independence, was access and equity. We have added quality, we have added affordability, we have added accountability, we have added that every institution should become autonomous, every institution should get accredited. And for doing accreditation, we have been supporting through a scheme called Margadarshan and Margadarshan, well-performing institutions, as well as those who are retired from IITs. In the state of Andhra Pradesh, you have IIT, Triple IT, both in Tirupati and nearby in Hyderabad, IIT Madras. They are bound to give help to some of these affiliated colleges of various universities. And if they don't do it, they are at loss, because their students don't get into MTech of their own institution. All IIT BTechs go abroad for MTech or they go for jobs. The feeder line for IITs for doing MTech and PhD is the one from JNTUA, Anantapur, or some other small college from different places. And unless they help these institutions, they will not get good quality masters and PhD students. Their research will suffer. So if we have to rise in hierarchy in terms of ranking across the globe, it is a responsibility on the part of these institutions as well to support. My dear friends, young generation, you are all many terminologies came in and go, Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, millennial, and all of that. But what is important and significant is whatever you learnt in the university is not good enough. Today it is fine because whatever is latest is being taught, you get a job. But if you don't keep yourself abreast with what is happening in the world around and continuously learn and lifelong learning, if you don't practice, you will become outdated at no sooner than a couple of years down the line. And therefore, my request is there are ample opportunities through internet, through YouTube, through Swayam platform. Please keep learning. The birth, that is what we should have the formula. And if you follow that, success will follow you rather than you following the success. With these few words, maybe advice, maybe suggestions, my young students, you take them to your life. And then today in this pandemic, we have to help each other, we have to help humanity, and our universal human values course as well as student induction program teaches students about universal human values. Please take care of your family, your neighborhood, your state, nation, and if you do that, as a humanity, we will survive this pandemic. This will also go. This phase is only temporary, but we have to be careful. Follow the practice of using, whether it is mask or sanitizer, all the precautions that are required to take. I often say that even taking steam regularly, morning, evening, is also very important. Please keep yourself fit and transform this nation into a great nation. We were Vishwaguru and let us again become Vishwaguru. With these words, once again, congratulating and thanking all of you. Namaskar.
Vice Chancellor shall request the Honorable Chancellor and Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Vishwabhushan Harichan Ji, to deliver the convocation address.
May I request the Honorable Chancellor, Shri Vishwabhushan Harichandan Garu, to deliver convocation address.
Today's chief guest, Professor Anil Dattatre Sahasrabuddhe, Chairman, All India Council of Technical Education, Dr. A. Suresh, Minister for Education, Professor Y. Venkat Ramireddy, recipient of degree of honoris causa, Professor G. Ranga Jagadhan, Vice Chancellor, Professor M. Vijay Kumar, Registrar, members of the Executive Council and Academic Senate, members of the faculty and staff, donors of endowment gold medals, recipients of degrees, gold medals, and their proud parents, distinguished guests, press and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. My warm greetings to you all. Convocation of a university is the most important event of an academic calendar, and it is a great pleasure to be here today on the occasion of the 11th convocation of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur. Convocation is a significant milestone in the academic journey of a university. This marks an occasion of transformation when the skills as well as values acquired here are put to test in a dynamic environment outside and to rise to a higher position in life. Simultaneously, it is an occasion for learning community here to reflect and set new goals and standards for the future. This set standards of excellence undergoes a continuous change in the real world. Accordingly, your goals should be reviewed and modified from time to time. This university is renowned as a prominent university for technological education in the state of Andhra Pradesh. This university has a vision to meet the goals of the state as well as the nation. I take this opportunity to congratulate all the stakeholders of the university. I offer my profound greetings to the young graduates, postgraduate, and doctorate awardees as they step into a world potent with the opportunities and challenges for merit is recognized and rewarded. The destiny of the country will be scripted by the transformed minds which will have to break free from the mold of routine thinking and come up with innovative ideas. Today marks an important day in your lives and a significant milestone in your life journey. It is a moment of pride for you as much as it is for your parents, teachers, and those who had any part in shaping your life so far. You can remember that our mission for higher learning began here with great passion, but it will not end here. You all are entering into a world which is exciting as well as challenging. Knowledge management experts say that institutions cannot build the future of young, but they can build the young for their future. Because history has always been shaped by the power of youth. With 17.71% of the world population, India stands at the second position and has the highest median age group. In the recent years, the Government of India's endeavor has been to engage and utilize the immense youth force of the country so that the economy can be set on the mode of pole vaulting from leapfrogging. We all know that the coronavirus has escalated into a global pandemic spread across the world that resulted in an universal shift to virtual learning that proved disruptive for teachers, students, and all stakeholders. However, India has proven its excellence in developing COVID-19 vaccines with indigenous technology to face the challenges posed by the COVID pandemic. Andhra Pradesh is progressing in the right direction, and JNTUA Anantapur is contributing to the state's development in the field of technological education. National Education Policy 2020 aims to increase the gross enrollment ratio from 26.2% to 50% by the year 2035 and also provide multiple exit options to the students. Multidisciplinary nature of education, globalization, and collaborations are important features of the NEP 2020. I hope JNTUA will implement the NEP in its true spirit. In this regard, it is worth to mention that JNTUA is one among the 5 universities selected by the government of Andhra Pradesh to transform into a multidisciplinary educational and research university. I hope that the faculty and staff of the university will utilize the facilities provided under the Meru scheme and transform the institution into a top technological university in the world. Education is a process whereby one acquires the capacity to be creative and to bring out the best through a process of continuous learning. It is an established fact that the quality of education being nurtured by the university depends a lot on the linkages that are established alongside the process of producing graduates. I am happy to know that the university has been taking steps to introduce and restructure undergraduate, postgraduate courses in the niche area of engineering, technology, pharmacy, and management, constantly keeping the requirements of the industry in mind. It has certainly achieved an overall improvement in the level of quality of education while providing an opportunity to the young graduates of the university to acquire higher qualifications in their own state. The university curriculum is being undated with industry institute interaction, job-oriented courses, skills and activities relevant to industries, and 3 internship of to 1 year duration. The core of technical education, including the ICT tools like virtual classrooms, incubators, and upgradation of the capabilities of the faculty are being ameliorated by the university. JNTUA has responded quickly to the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic and adapted the changes in teaching and examinations. All the university examinations have been successfully conducted in online mode as per schedule. Further, the university has conducted online regular classes for JAT, GPAT classes for both BTech and B Pharmacy students, which benefited the students. At the same time, it is heartening to note that technology is making rapid strides in the various fronts like agriculture, medicine, and health, communications, environment, and energy. Our farming communities would benefit from climate resilient, environmental friendly, financially remunerative, and globally competitive agricultural practices. With advance in technology in weather forecasting, our country will be able to respond to disasters swiftly and effectively so as to minimize human, social, and economic losses. As our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi said, It is our scientific capabilities that will determine our ability to overcome challenges which lie ahead in areas such as climate change, clean energy, environment-friendly technologies, water management, affordable healthcare, food security, and biotechnology solutions must be found in a timely manner and then must move out of laboratory quickly and find wider acceptance. Biotechnology is revolutionizing agriculture. Biotechnology has advanced to such points that crops are able to be developed that are drought resistant and have better nutrient content and salinity tolerance. This technology will make high impact on second green revolution to get rid of the problem of hunger in the entire world. About 90 million farmers could raise their productivity with real-time market information, and as many as 22 million farmers have been benefited through precision farming methods. Millions of workers with little formal education could become knowledge workers in community, healthcare, education, banking, and agriculture. Our forefathers left a beautiful planet, Earth, for us to enjoy. We are borrowing the future of next generation. Hence, it is our moral duty that we to leave enough resources by its judicious use through a sustainable development model which supports conservation of resources and healthy environment for future generations. While we are looking forward to a healthy, fast-growing economy, it is equally important that economy growth and industrialization remains sustainable. Therefore, today, one of the biggest challenges before us is to model a sustainable development. It is heartening to know that JNTUA can boast of illustrious alumni who have made a mark in many fields, both in India and in other countries. Dear young students, build your dream and help others build their dreams. You must thank your parents who tried hard to make you what you are today. You must thank God for giving you the opportunity to be in a better place. The greatest satisfaction in life lies in giving something back to the society which gave you the scope to be what you are today. I congratulate the students who are receiving medal today for their excellent performance and all the students who are receiving their graduate and postgraduate degrees and the research scholars receiving the PhD degrees. I wish you all success in your future endeavors, which I am sure you will execute with utmost honesty and integrity. The oath with which you would be leaving the university to serve you as the fundamental principle of your life. I advise you to pursue to achieve excellence in your chosen field. You have a great role to play in the task of nation building. Be proud of your alma mater and be grateful to your parents and teachers and thankful to your companions. On this occasion, I will definitely appeal to you all, whenever you go to the field after leaving the university, you will be posted in different places, and wherever you may be, you think of your nation, think of the society and the people, especially the downtrodden people of the society. The downtrodden people of the society have a lot of problems, and they have also a lot of dream that a day will come that their problems will be solved, their poverty will be eradicated. And you take oath that wherever you may be, in which sphere you may work, you must stand by them, help them to come to the mainstream. Thank you all. Jai Hind. May God bless you.
Presentation of memento to Honorable Chancellor and Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Vishwabhushan Harichandji.
Professor M. Vijay Kumar, Registrar of JNTUA University, will present vote of thanks.
At the outset, on behalf of JNTUA, I thank Honorable Governor of AP and Chancellor of the University, Sri Vishwabhushan Harichandji, for giving the permission to conduct 11th Convocation of JNTUA and also for conducting the convocation by participating in the convocation through virtual mode. Thank you, sir. I thank special guest of honor of today's convocation, Sri Adimulapu Suresh Garu, the Honorable Minister of Education, Government of Andhra Pradesh, for accepting our invitation and for attending the convocation by taking time off from his busy schedule. Thank you, sir. Our thanks are also due to the chief guest and orator of today's convocation, Sri Anil Sahasrabuddhe, the chairman of AICT New Delhi, who has kindly accepted our invitation and delivered convocation address through virtual mode. Thank you, sir. Indeed, it is pleasure to have with us here today Professor Y. Venkatramaredi Garu, the recipient of honoris causa and distinguished alumnus of this institution and former member of UPSC, who has kindly accepted to receive honoris causa today. Thank you, sir. We profusely thank Sri Sati Chandra Garu, the Special Chief Secretary of Higher Education, Government of AP, for his virtual presence here today and also for his guidance to this university. Thank you, sir. We sincerely thank Professor K. M. Chandra Reddy Garu, the Chairman of Andhra Pradesh State Council for Higher Education, who has graced this occasion by his virtual presence and who has been the guiding force for our university. Thank you, sir. On behalf of JNTUA, I extend my thanks to all the University Executive Council members who made this convocation ceremony a success. I also thank Professor Tippesam Garu, MLA Madakasira, MLC Gopal Reddy Garu, the member of the school education, Sambasiva Reddy Garu, and other invitees who have graced this particular occasion. We thank press and media for covering the convocation function. Finally, I extend my wholehearted thanks and appreciation to all the employees and students of the university who worked relentlessly for making this convocation ceremony a grand success. Thank you, one and all.
I request the dignitaries, graduates, and the guests in the auditorium to kindly stand up as Chancellor is going to lead the convocation. I request graduates, dignitaries, and guests in the auditorium to be seated in their places.
For remaining list of award of PhD MPhil degrees and award of gold medals, the Vice Chancellor shall continue the rest of convocation proceedings.
Namaskar, namaskar.
We thank our chief guest for attending the convocation. Thank you, sir. Professor P.R. Bhanumurthy, Director of Academic Audit, shall present the candidates for the award of Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Science in Civil Engineering. Candidates shall walk on to the dais, bow to the Minister for Education, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Dr. R. Suresh Garu, to receive the degree and return back to their seats.
Civil Engineering, Mr. G. Rajkumar. Mr. G. Rajkumar. S. Nirmala. S. Vinay Babu.
Continue the way we are doing that.
B. Nagakiran. B. Sudarshan Reddy. Vennapusa Chandrasekhar Reddy. N.R. Amita.
Professor M. Johan, Officer on Special Duty to Vice Chancellor, shall present the candidates for the award of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Candidates shall walk on to the dais, both to the Minister of Education of AP, Dr. A. Suresh Garu, receive the degree and return back to their seats.
Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Marala Ramasekhar Reddy. Venkata Suresh Babu. Ankarao Mogili. Naimuddin M. Sita Chaitanya. Vijay Krishna Boina. A. Munishankar. యాగంటి కృష్ణప్రియ, ఎంఎస్జి స్మిత, పలదాసు సుధాకర్, ఆర్ శబారాణి, జి వెంకట సుబ్బారెడ్డి, దిలీప్ కుమార్ ఎం, లూక్ జాన్ భక్త సింగ్, కె నరసింహయ్య ఆచారి, సరళ పి, జి శ్రీనివాసరెడ్డి, గౌలి మహేష్ కుమార్,
Professor K. Govindarajulu, Principal, JNTUA College of Engineering, Anantapur, shall present the candidates for the award of Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering.
Mechanical Engineering, Palamangalam Ramesh. VVN Bhaskar. P. Ratnaraju. A. Damodar Reddy. Rajendra Prasad S. Moses Arvind Chelka. Bajani Sheikh. H. Saidulu. Balateja M. Uma Maheshwari C. డి హర్షవర్ధన్, శ్రీనివాస్ పకీరి,
Professor M.N. Kiriprasad, Director of Admissions, shall present the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy in Electronics and Communication Engineering.
Electronics and Communication Engineering, YL Ajay Kumar. S. Kannappan. M. Chandrasekhar Reddy. K. Shravan Kumar. Pratibha B. Rage Vani. Mehboob Basha M. N. Subhash. Harijana Devanna. Jyoti Chinnababu. R. Bhargavarama Gaud. Tammineni Srilata. Syed Shakil Hashmi. R. Ashok Kumar Reddy.
Professor B. Ishwar Reddy, Director of Software Development Center, shall present the candidates for Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science and Engineering.
Computer Science and Engineering, Yesu Babu Mannava. G. Ravikant. K. Bhargavi. Midde Ranjit Reddy. U. Janardhan Reddy, Karnam Ramesh Rao, P. Namrata, Pawan Kumar Paruchuri, B. Muni Lavanya, Matam Bhimalingaya,
Candidates be seated.
Candidates, don't leave the hall, please. Please be seated.
Professor G. Prashanti, Director of Faculty Development and IQAC, shall present the candidates for the award of Doctor of Philosophy and MPhil in Chemical Engineering, Biotechnology, Food Technology, Physics and Chemistry.
Biotechnology, S. Lakshman Kumar. Food Technology, Prakriti N. Raj Gadkar. P. Himabindu. Physics, N. Suresh Kumar. Varaprasad Srirama. B. Naveen Kumar. S. Parveen. M.D. Khalilul Rahman. Chemistry, Kishore Palle. Nethaluri Subbaiya.
Candidates, please be seated. Don't leave the hall.
The awardees are requested not to leave the hall.
Sivananda Reddy Chanda. Sura Srinivasulu. R. Yuva Shravana. P. Harshalata. Sita Jashwant. Gajula Apsana. Badabagni Pradeep Raju. P. Surya Prakash.
Professor G. Shankar Shekhar Raju, Principal of JNTUA College of Engineering, Pulivindala, shall present the candidates for the award of Doctor of Philosophy and MPhil in Mathematics.
Award of Degree in Mathematics, K. Mrudula. T. Sunita. K. Raghunath. P. D. Selvi. Ramchandra Reddy V. B. Triveni. G. Ravindranath Reddy. K. Aribabu. B. Prabhavati. Y. Raja Obul Reddy. Ravichandra Babu SR. L. Nagaraja. K. Vijay Kumar. V. Srinivasulu. G. Neeraja.
Professor M.L.S. Devakumar, Director of School of Management Studies, shall present the candidates for the award of Doctor of Philosophy in Management and English.
Management, Meena GL. Vennapusa Lavanya.
English. Nazreen Noor. Senivarapu Ammani.
Professor N. Devanna, Director of JNTUA, Oil Technological Research Institute, shall present the candidates for the award of Doctor of Philosophy in Pharmaceutical Sciences.
Pharmaceutical Sciences, Rajendran V. Uppala Mohan Kumar. Kiran Kumar A. Molakapogu Ravindra Babu. Shirisha T. Srinivasacharan A. Parepalli Srikanth. Vanita C. Dasari Venkata Narayana. A. Hemant. Sheikh Munir. Yes, Neelufar Shama. Venugopalaya Penabaka. K. Anita.
Professor C. Shasidhar, Director of Evaluation, shall present the candidates who are entitled to the gold medals at the university. Candidates shall walk on to the dais, bow to the Minister for Education, Government of AP, Dr. A. Suresh Garu, receive the degrees and return back to the seats.
University Gold Medal for B Pharmacy, Divya Sri from Sri Padmavati School of Pharmacy, Tirchanur. BTech toppers and endowment gold medals for JNTUA College of Engineering, Anantapur. M. Hemalata, she got 3 medals, topper in Civil Engineering Department, late Chella Subbaraidu, endowment gold medal to be awarded for best outgoing civil engineering student, and Sri Venkateshwara Rao gold medal to be awarded for best outgoing civil engineering student. She is proud she got 3 medals. Anni okay, sir. Rachamalli Nandini, she got 4 gold medals, BTech topper in EEE department, Aneka 1982 endowment gold medalist for best academic performance among girls, Professor S. Thirumangalam gold medal to the topper of BTech EEE branch, and late Professor T.S. Raghavan endowment gold medal to be awarded for best outgoing girl student in all branches. She got 4 gold medals. Akil Raj Edukotti from mechanical department, he got 6 gold medals, BTech topper in mechanical engineering, Aneka 1982 endowment gold medalist for best academic performance among boys, late Chella Subbaraidu endowment gold medal to be awarded for best outgoing student in all branches, Professor T.V. Lakshman Rao endowment gold medalist best outgoing student of BTech mechanical, Professor V. Pandurangadu endowment gold medal for BTech topper of subject thermodynamics, and Chindupalli Venkatrailu and Sarojamma endowment gold medal to be awarded for best outgoing student in all branches. He got total 6 gold medals. And he got total 86.61%. Next, Ganimineni Anusha, she is a BTech topper in ECE and she got 2 gold medals, and another one is Professor Madaka Subbaraidu endowment gold medal to be awarded for best outgoing girl in ECE department. Next, Kulala Ureka, BTech CSE topper. Next, BTech toppers of JNTUA College of Engineering, Pulivendala. Tanigirala Harichandana, BTech topper in Civil Engineering Department. Narem R. Akila, BTech topper in EEE department. Next, Reddy Gari Kushalapriya, she got 2 gold medals. One is BTech topper in EC department and SBH gold medal for best academic performance of JNTUA College of Engineering, Pulivendala. She got 2 medals, sir. Yeah. Next, MTech endowment gold medals for JNTUA College of Engineering, Anantapur. MTech. Bharati Devi, she is Professor M.S. Naidu Gari gold medal to the best outgoing student of MTech EPS, Electrical Power Systems. Sheikh Shalma, Professor S. Thiruvengalam endowment gold medal to the best outgoing student of MTech Reliability Engineering. Now the toppers for 2019-20. Yeah, Etiquette Tarun, he got 2 medals. Topper in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, and Professor S. Thiruvengalam gold medal to the topper of BTech EEE branch. Harish. Okay. Manikanta Harish, he got 5 medals. He is a BTech topper in Mechanical Engineering, Aneka 1982 endowment gold medal, Professor Late Chella Subbaraidu Endowment Gold Medal to be awarded for best student of all branches. Professor T.V. Lakshman Rao Endowment Gold Medal Award for best outgoing student of mechanical engineering. Chundupalli Venkatrail and Saronjamma Endowment Gold Medal to be awarded for best outgoing student in all branches. Totally got 5 gold medals. Yeah, Mekala Meghana, she got 2 medals. BTech topper in chemical engineering, and Dr. J. Krishnamacharulu Endowment Gold Medal to be awarded for best outgoing chemical engineering student. Next, Hoturu Tippeswamy, he got Professor V. Pandurangudu Endowment Gold Medal for BTech topper in thermodynamics subject. Next, BTech toppers of JNTUA College of Engineering, Pulivendala. Madu Amulya, Civil Engineering Department. V. Revati, Electrical and Electronics Department. Motukuri Tejeshwar, Mechanical Department. Now finally, Endowment Gold Medalist for MTech, JNTUA College of Engineering, Anantapur. Umashri Potta, Professor S. Thiruvengalam Endowment Gold Medal to be given for best outgoing student of MTech Reliability Engineering. Then finally, Kottapalli Rajeshri Reddy, Professor P.N. Damodaram Memorial Endowment Gold Medal to the topper of MTech Structural Engineering. That's all.
I request Honorable Vice Chancellor to present memento to Minister for Education, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Adimulap Suresh Garu. I request Minister for Education, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Adimulap Suresh Garu to present memento to Professor Y. Venkatram Reddy Garu. I request the graduates and guests in the auditorium to kindly stand and remain standing until the academic procession leaves the hall.
National anthem.
Please stand for national anthem. please collect the snacks outside the hall. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Jai
Jai Hind.